Buddy, this is video number 2. I've had a cold, so I've been off for a few days this week to not making videos because I really didn't want, see me wipe my nose. That wouldn't be very pleasant. Weigh-in Wednesday went really, really well. I lost 2.8 pounds for a total of 26.4 pounds total. I did get my 25-pound medallion next week. My leader was sick. We really didn't have a meeting this week. So the flu's been going around, so it's not good. Thank God I've not gotten it yet. I've just gotten this cold. There we go. The light's not showing so bright now. I started a weight loss challenge at work. I weighed in for that today, and I lost 1.2 pounds from even Wednesday on those scales, and those scales normally weigh me high. So that was very pleasant. I feel like everything's finally going the way I needed to go. I've got some other things in my life I need to get straightened out, but they'll get there. 2017 is definitely going to be my year. I've got a lot to look forward to this year. My friend Carrie is coming to see me in Indiana, so that is super exciting. We're going to we got season passes to Indiana Beach this year for my daughter and I. So we can go ride the rides whenever we want. So I'm looking forward to riding the one ride that we didn't get to ride last year because I was too big. Our weight limit together was not good for the thing, and she's too young to be able to ride it by herself. So that's going to be exciting to see her ride that this year. Then we're going to go to Holiday World in June with my husband and my daughter. I'd like to get my son to go, but we'll see how that goes. He works all the time, so very proud of the boy. Then October is going to be another trip for me to go to Wisconsin for the week. And that's always fun. We went last fall and I had a blast. Carrie and I we enjoy the time that we get to spend together as friends. She's on this journey with me, and I know I could not do that. I know I bragged about her last time, but I really could not do this without her. Support is so important. My husband had a hard time coming around, but he's finally coming around and supporting me. And I know that he really does want the best for me. My daughter, I've even got her asking me what point amount is in food. It's funny. She'll have a snack and she'll say, "How many points is this, Mommy?" I try to keep healthy foods in the house for her because I don't want her to have the weight problem that I have had. And since she seems to be taking after me and everything else, she does not have a weight problem yet, but that might be her future if I don't teach her the good habits. Then we've got, my support from my co-workers. It's unbelievable. I'm not the only one at work doing Weight Watchers. There's 3 to 4 of us doing it. It's exciting to know that, especially when me and one of my aides is working together, and we can throw ideas across each other. We can support each other. It makes me do better because I know that they're there. They don't get on me for what I eat or anything. If I were to grab a Coke from our free soda machine, then, they wouldn't say anything. But knowing they're there helps me to keep that down and not do it so much. Every once in a while, I do get a little small glass of it. Work is very, very supportive as well. We started that weight loss challenge I was mentioning earlier. That came about partially because when I first started, like last August, September, around that time, I had gotten put on blood pressure medication for the very first time. And one of my bosses came up to me and asked me if it was stress from work. Because if it was, I'm sure she was going to try to do something to ease that stress. Well, and I told her it wasn't necessarily the stress from work. It's stressful. I'm a nurse. So it's stressful being a nurse, being a mom, trying to keep balance between it all. It's stressful. So I think sometimes stress is what we make it. So that wasn't necessarily the issue. The stress, but the biggest issue I told her was my weight. And she asked me if it would help if they did like a Biggest Loser type challenge at work. As I wanted to cry. I have never had a job that goes above and beyond like that for their employees. I mean, it's just unbelievable what that facility does. I've been there for 2.5 years. It'll be 3 years in June. And I couldn't imagine being anywhere else. I think I am where God wants me to be, career-wise. And that helps so much with the weight loss. And so they started that up this month, and I am so excited to see where it goes. You have a chance to win some money on top of losing the weight. So I know I can do this. And if it pushes other people to get healthy and lose their weight too, that's even better. Because, who doesn't want to watch others succeed, even when you're in a healthy challenge? Because Carrie and I are in a healthy challenge. She's trying to lessen the gap between us. We've always been about 20 pounds apart, and I'm not sure. She could tell you where we're at right now. She keeps track of all that. I'm not good at keeping track of everything, but I have a heck of a time keeping track of how much my actual weight is anymore. I have to check my Weight Watchers app, which is great for that. So, and having family support is helpful. Everybody was supportive during the holidays when I didn't want to chow down and pig out like everybody else. They didn't get offended. I'm finally putting myself first in a lot of ways, which is not usual for me. I have taken care of people since I was 15. Before I was a teenager, when my mom was sick, I took care of her. Then, I got married and I had 2 children, so I've taken care of them. And I'm a nurse, so I take care of others. That's my job. So we tend to put others first. Well, even on our board at work, because the flu's going around right now. Everybody's got the stomach flu, and with what that entails. Residents have it, staff has it. And there's a note by our time clock that says you cannot take care of others if you do not take care of yourself. That is so true. We have to take care of ourselves. We have to take time for us. Health-wise, mentally-wise, we got to take our time out to have fun. Our kids are worth it, but we're worth it as well. So let's do something good for you. Take 30 minutes out of your day for you. Reflect on your day. Reflect on what your life is. Try to be positive. We live a positive life and we don't dwell on the negative. It sure helps a lot. I try to be upbeat and positive most of the time. Doesn't always work. But we make our own choices. We make our own beds. I tell my kids, make your own bed, you lie in it. Well, I'm lying in my bed. I'm the way that I am because I've lied in that bed. Now it's time for me to get out of that bed and to get moving. So, until next time, stay positive and keep smiling.